I don't think you have to gaze into the abyss of the Grand Canyon to understand the complexities of how nature works. You can learn from just looking into your average garden or any tree you pass on the street. The birds in my garden, for example. For a little while, I was annoyed at them because they would often eat seeds that I would plant. But after watching them and kind of learning about what they do, I realized I need them here. It's not so much that I need them, but they're doing work for me. For example, many of the birds eat a berry from this tree that I can't eat that berry, so I don't want it, but when it falls on other plants, it often destroys that plant. So there's one bird, he comes and he eats that berry. Okay, fine, you can stay in my garden, you're helping me out, dude. Yeah, sometimes maybe he might fly down and eat some other seed that I don't want him to eat, but you gotta consider that's his payment for getting rid of those berries that I hate. Some other birds come and they eat the spiders. Now spiders, again, I don't get rid of the spiders either, because the spiders, they eat some of the bugs that eat some of the things that I'm trying to grow. But I don't have to do anything about the spiders, because the spiders don't get out of control, because the birds come and eat them. If I decided I want to get rid of the birds, well then I've got a spider problem. If I get rid of the spiders and the birds, well then I've got a pest problem, the things, the aphids and stuff, because there's nothing there to eat them. All this stuff is just doing work for me. The less work I put into keeping these animals away, the more work I have to do, because they're not doing the job they were here to do. Oftentimes when people try to make stuff easier, it leads to more problems down the track that they don't really think about. That's a door to my shed. Let me show you how I stop it from blowing open and closed. Why buy a doorstop when you can just use a rock? Not even a rock, anything heavy. A bottle full of water, a bag full of dirt. Not just outside, in your house as well. If you've got a drafty area, just put a rock there. You might be thinking, oh, a rock in my house, what would people think if they saw it? That's exactly the problem. The only reason anyone really buys a doorstop is because they're scared that people might think they're poor or something if they use a rock. Even though a rock is just, it's simple, it's right there. You know how long it took me to get that rock? I just walked over there and got it. If it breaks, I'll just throw it back in there and get another one. If my doorstop breaks, I've either got to put time into fixing the doorstop or work to earn money to go buy another doorstop. I'm not talking about doorstops. It's a metaphor, I hope you understand. You probably do, you guys are good. Yeah, a rock doesn't look as nice as a polished doorstop, but it's free and doesn't create any waste when it's broken. And also, it's free, it costs nothing. I'm sick of hearing people complain about how much they don't like working. And then on the way to work every day, they'll buy a coffee for like $5 or some wacky vanilla latte crap. Don't buy the stuff and you won't have to go to work to get money to buy the stuff. But I say that, I know, it's probably, do I sound like a broken record? I posted a photo on Twitter of this t-shirt that I saw hanging in a store that probably describes most of my videos. And you know what, I get it, I'm just a middle-class white guy from the West. My life is I'm pretty affluent really when you consider a world perspective. But that doesn't really make anything that I'm thinking about any less relevant. Think about, what would you rather, a Western millennial who figures out all this stuff and thinks they're some kind of spiritual guru, or a Western millennial who never figures this stuff out at all?